In your black singlet with yellow trim and the red anklet is going to be Kenneth Rodgers of Esperanza. His opponent out of Calvary Chapel in the blue singlet and green anklet is Michael Folch. Once again, just a 1-minute first period here in consolation. The action underway, both wrestlers quick to get to work. This is the 138-pound division, by the way. Michael Folch here with a collection of pretty cool looking tattoos. Just makes me wish my mom would have let me do that as a kid, but maybe thankfully she didn't. Pretty intimidating though. Almost scores off the throw by, but we go into the second period knotted up at 0. Coin flip to decide choice, and it is going to go to Kenneth Rodgers of Esperanza. He'll defer over to Folch, who doesn't even motion, but just goes straight down, and he will start the second period down. That gives me an opportunity to tell you about Michael Folch. He's a senior, once again out of Calvary Chapel. This year, he was second at CIF last week out of the Eastern Division. He was third at the very prestigious Morro Bay, California Invitational Tournament. He was third at Temecula's Battle for the Belt. He was third at Tournament of Champions. And to keep with the pattern, he was third out of the South Torrance Spartan Classic. Still 0-0. Folch still looking to get out on bottom. Rodgers doing a good job of trapping that egg mold. Now he switches over to the spiral. Folch trying to hop out. You got to think he will get it. He does. Hi, boys. So now you got a 1-point contest in favor of Michael Folch. Almost here at the halfway point of the second period. That gives me an opportunity to tell you about Kenneth Rodgers. Kenneth Rodgers out of Esperanza was a CIF champion last week out of the Northern Division. He was 4th place at Tournament of Champions. He was 3rd place at the La Costa Canyon Hamada Classic. He was runner-up at Downey 32. He's going to get warned here for stalling. That is his first stalling call. No points, of course, but the warning now in play. Last year, Rodgers was 4th in Masters and 3rd in CIF, so he has already been to state. He will be a 2-time state qualifier, and he is a senior. Michael Folch in deep on this single. 30 seconds to go in the period. He has the time. He's going to need to shelf it. Kenneth Rodgers doing his best to whizzer, grabbing his own shin, trying to keep the pressure on. He's able to get the far wrist. Folch, relentless. He's going to try to come around. He almost has it, but Kenneth Rodgers will counter with a bit of funk, and this is a wild scramble, almost on the verge of going out of bounds. I don't know who's going to come up, but I'll tell you, incredible scramble there that is pushed out of bounds. Kenneth Rodgers able to fend off a deep single from Folch. Waning moments of the second period, still a 1-0 match in favor of Folch. The choice now heads over to Rodgers and Esperanza. They're, of course, going to go down, hoping to secure an escape and tie this bout up. Rodgers trying to kick out. I think you're going to see a stalling call against Folch. Maybe not. valiant effort to get out by Rodgers, but Folch just doing his best to hang on there. But once again, we start with a reset. Rodgers is able to get to that stand-up, but here we go back down, and Folch is able to hold on for that leg. You got to think that stalling call is going to come, but somehow he has avoided it. Rodgers, tenacious here, trying to come up. We're going to move out of bounds again, and there is that stalling call. And really, that stalling warning is just coming from the fact that Folch had previously dropped down to his legs a couple times. So here we go. Both wrestlers have been warned for stalling. No caution there. It's just wrestlers paying attention to the wrong whistle. 1 minute to go in this contest. Rodgers looking to try to even the match up. He's able to get to his feet. Once again, Folch just dropping to that leg. You wonder how many times he's going to be able to get away with that without an additional stalling call. His coach giving him terrific advice, really, because you would hate to see this match decided or affected by that stalling. A locked hands call is going to tie up this match. We're going to stop the continuation there. There, of course, is going to be no danger or near fall. So now you have a one-point match. You have both wrestlers warned for stalling. We've got 40 seconds in this one. And you got to like your position if you're Kenneth Rodgers. First caution against Kenneth Rodgers. No concern there. He can accrue another before he has to worry about giving up a point. So 40 seconds to go, and escape could decide the match. Once again, Folch dropping to those legs, and he's going to get called for stalling on that, and that has now made it a 2-1 match in favor of Kenneth Rodgers, and I agree 100% with the ref. Michael Folch is a terrific wrestler, and he has wrestled very well, but because he has dropped to that leg repeatedly, I believe that was the 4th time, you just have to call the stalling there. So he elects to give up the escape with 12 seconds. He's down by 2. A takedown will tie it. 6 seconds to go. And a valiant effort, but this match is going to go in favor of Kenneth Rodgers. Congratulations to Kenneth Rodgers of Esperanza. He's your 3rd place winner, but more importantly,